Okay, so this diagram, this Venn diagram is in your book on page 93. And so let me go ahead and write that down. So page 93, and I'm going to do some of the problems between 79 and 90, and then you'll have a few on your ICA that are very similar. Okay, so we have a math tutor working with a small study group, right, has classified students in the group by whether or not they score 90% or above on each of three tests. So these are the results, right, of the data shown in this Venn diagram. So we have exam one, right? These are the students that took exam one that's scored at least a 90%, right? That's greater than or equal to 90%. So 90, 91, 92, and so forth. Here's exam two, right? All of these students, right? That's Al, Galvin, Amy, Ron, Grace, Jose, and Anne took exam two and they scored at least a 90. And then finally, exam three, right? We have these students, and again, at least 90%. And then we have these students, right, that well, probably did not earn a 90%, probably 89 and below. Okay, so that's what that means. So let's try number, I'm going to do number 80. So 80 says in your book, the set of students who scored 90% or above on exam 3. Okay, so we can write some given information down. I mean, you don't have to write that sentence verbatim. Try to, get the key points or the main points. So set of students, we're looking at students who scored 90%, okay, on exam or above on exam 2. So we're looking at exam 2, and they have to score at least, 90% or above. So that's 90, 91, right, all the way to 100. Okay, so we focus on exam 2. So here is exam 2, right, this set of students. And how many of these students scored at least a 90? Well, I mean, it's really just the whole set, right? All of these students scored at least a 90. So I can write Anne, Jose, Ron, Grace, Al, Gavin, and Amy. All right, those students scored at least a 90 or above on their exam. How about 80? How about 82? 82 says the set of students who scored 90% or above on exam 1 and on exam 2. So they scored 90% or above. So we can say greater than or equal to 90, right? That's really what that means, greater than or equal to 90. But here it's on exam 1 and exam 2. So and, right, that's going to be an intersection, and exam 2. Okay, so we go back to 1 and 2. So which students got basically an A on both exam 1 and 2? And we have, okay, well, here's 1, here's 2, right? And the intersection, right? So who got, well, exam 1 and 2, well, the intersection is right here. And Anne and Jose are the only ones who scored a 90 or above, right, on both exams. Right, Lily and Emma only scored 90, at least 90% on the first exam, but not on the second because they're not in the second circle. So this is just Anne and Jose. So we have Anne and Jose. So let's try 84. So we have the set of students who scored 90% or above. Okay, so we still have this case, right? Percent if you want to write, or above on exam 3 and not on exam 1. Okay, so we have exam, right, on exam 3, right? and not on exam 1, right? So maybe not on exam 1. Okay, so we have, we're focusing on exam 3 first, 90%. Okay, so we have exam 3 is right here. Okay, so Jose, Ron, Grace, Lee, and Maria are the only people in that scored at least a 90 on exam 3. Okay, so we have all of these guys. So I would, again, on your test, piece by, just show every step. So right now, Jose, Ron, Grace, Lee, and Maria. Okay, all these students are, again, scored 90%, at least 90% on exam 3. But it also says and, but not on exam 1. So we have to exclude exam 1. So if we go to our exam 3, okay, well, where's exam 1? Exam 1 is right here. So Jose is in the exam 1, so we can't include Jose. So our solution is going to be Ron, Grace, Lee, and Maria. So maybe let's, I don't know, maybe in, I don't want to use blue. So this region, right, is our solution, right? So we take away, again, that exam 1 because it says not. So we have to, think of scissors and you're cutting out that circle. So you're just left with this piece. So, whoops, those 4 students. So we can take away, right, Jose in this case. So you can just say Ron, Grace, Lee, and Maria. Okay, and the last number I want to do is, oh, let's see, 89 looks good. Okay, so 89 says the set of students who scored 90% or above, right? So again, these are all 90% or above on exam 2. Okay, so let's maybe write on, okay, so they're all, of course, at least 90% that are in the circle. So on exam 2, okay, and not on exam 1 and 3. So not exam 1, right? And I mean, if you break it up, this really means not exam 3. So we wanted those set of students who got at least a 90 on exam 2, only on exam 2, because we want to exclude exam 1 and 2. So we're focusing on exam 2 and we don't want 1 and 3. So exam 2 is right there, right? And all of these students, right, got at least 90% on exam 2, but we don't want, let's see, 89, it was 1 and 3, so we don't want 1. So again, think of taking this circle and this circle out. We're literally cutting these pieces off. So what's left is this piece right here. So maybe I'll put it in pink. So Al, Gavin, and Amy are the set of students who scored 90% or above on exam 2, right? And not on exam 1 or exam 3. So let's write those names down. And we have, okay, so our pink set, so we have Al, I think it was Gavin, and Amy. And again, if you want to write Gavin, Amy, and Al, the order doesn't matter, right? These two sets would be equal. Gavin, Amy, and Al, right? Okay, I think that's enough examples. You'll have a ton of practice on your ICA.